one, to have a family meeting, sit everybody down, say, hey, this is, what is going to happen. And we are together in this, so we need to move forward and we need to communicate. How do you feel about it? It's important to say that. How do you feel about it? But expect a teenager to get up, huff and puff, walk out of the room. That's all natural because they feel like, gosh, I'm losing my identity. I'm having to leave my boyfriend, girlfriend behind, all of that.
There is no doubt it is difficult, to say the least, to speak to teens. How do you do it? You were just watching Heather Pettey, host of the podcast Life Coach BFF, speaking with Susan Miller about talking to teens. That topic was certainly moving, how to move from your home. But in Heather's new book, the topics vary. You can find it all. It's called Keep It Simple, Sarah. Inside, you will find life advice for how to navigate the ups and downs of high school, social media, relationships. Great advice for parents and teens. With me now is author and the podcast host, Life Coach BFF, Heather Pettey. It's so good to see you, Heather. I was going through the book last night with my daughter. Just some amazing advice. One is you will not be liked by everyone. That's okay. Don't buy things to impress people. Also, if someone has something in their teeth, food stuck in their teeth, always tell friends and family. So how did you come up with this idea? Is it having 4 kids, being a mom to 4?
It's definitely being a mom to 4 kids. And I'll tell you, Susan, I have experienced this in my own home where I'm passing along these values that come from my mother, my grandmother, these bits of modern day advice. And I look at my girls and it's just going right over their heads, Susan. It's like no one's home and it's very frustrating. And so I have watched them scroll on their phones and I thought, hey, I took these same bits of information and put it in an easily digestible form that would attract them.
And it really done such an excellent job with that. I remember getting advice from my parents around the dinner table. I don't do that now. We just don't have the time in terms of gathering around. So this really, I think, puts all the highlights in one place.
Yes, absolutely. And I think about this too, Susan. I don't know about you, but I think if I disappeared off this earth tomorrow, what do I want my children to know? What values do I want them to have that will carry them and sustain them through life? And these are those values.
And what have you heard from teens in response to the book? Another one I love here. It says, make sure the you on the inside matches the you on the outside. Have you gotten positive feedback, or are they teens and they don't really say much? They just say, fine, good.
Well, the feedback has been extremely positive, overwhelmingly positive, as a matter of fact. And I have moms tell me that their girls are taking pictures of the pages, posting them on social media, tearing them out, putting them on their mirrors. So the feedback has been phenomenal. It really has.
And you say stop scrolling and go outside. And I know this is focusing on teen girls, but also I got some advice in it too. So it's for the adults also passing it along.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we need to be hope givers for our girls, Susan, because our girls, they're our legacy, just like you or your mother's legacy or your grandmother's legacy. And we've got to get the train back on the track and simplify. I mean, we are so focused on the landscaping right now, and that's what our girls are hearing.
And there's so much information that we're constantly getting, as you mentioned, the scroll. And you talked about your grandmother. You had such a special relationship with her.
Yes, so special, so special. And I'm very fortunate. I didn't realize that until I was an adult, that not everyone had someone that just poured into them like this. Because like you said, we're busy. We're all busy. But maybe instead of going for the nail appointment with our 14-year-old daughters, maybe we just take 45 seconds and we say, hey, this is what's important. And we lay a good foundation for them.
Heather Pettey, thank you. Keep it simple, Sarah. It is a must read. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Susan. Good to see you.
You too.